All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. All of my magnetic money folks, welcome. All of you powerful money manifestors. I love it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you are joining me here tonight, go ahead and log yourself on. Hop there in the chat room. I want to see your name. I want to see your energy. Let me know who you are, where you are calling from. Welcome. Hey, Eva, welcome. Hey, Chardonnay, welcome. Awesome. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. Brandy, Crystal, welcome. Stephanie, welcome. Love it. India, welcome. Dana, yes, love it. Love the energy. As you are getting yourself logged in here for our magnetic money crash course, go ahead and let me know who you are. And I want to know, what is your product? Type your product. I want to know, what is your product? What are you selling? What are you here for? What is your business? Tell me here. To sell your boots. I love it. Real estate. Awesome. Children's clothing, beauty line, coaching business. I love it. Lashes. Come on, let me know. We got first books here. Ebook, health, real estate. My goodness, it's going so fast. I love it. Vocal coach, I love it. Hairstylist, counseling, books. We got a lot of books. Body contouring, yes. IML, come on, IML. Network marketing, trading, hydration business, hair, real estate, clothing line, shirt business, IML, forex trading. We got a lot of traders on this line. I love it. Awesome. Legal services, Mary Kay business, singer and songwriter, investing, coaching. I am feeling millions of dollars flowing through this line right now. My God, investing, books and investing, leadership consulting. I'm going to even take that to a billion. I feel billions of dollars. Financial services, billions upon billions of dollars flowing through each and every one of you. Essential products and services, Zodiac and branding, skincare. Yes, love it. Buying and selling businesses, real estate investing, fashion designer. This is so incredible. Skincare. And somebody just said something so powerful that we're going to be talking about here this evening. She just said, I receive. I just spoke some words over your life and over your business. Did you catch it? Yes. You have to receive it. One of the biggest parts of being a person who operates in the flow of magnetic money is receiving. You got to receive what you are about to pull to you, what you are pulling to you, and what is flowing through you. You have to always be in a place of expectation and receiving. And we're going to talk about that in just a couple of seconds. I love it. Awesome. Hopefully everybody has gotten themselves logged in here. Let me just do a really quick check-in. Looks like we're about halfway full with all of our attendees here tonight. Awesome. And so we're going to go ahead and get started because everybody, this is a crash course. And we've been talking about money all month long. You've been a part of all of the excitement. We've had a whole bunch of fun. You know why you're here. You know what you wanted. Let's be real. It is time to get to the money. It is time to get to the money. So everybody write that there in the chat room. Get to the money, 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 get to the money. We know stuff. We've got books. We've gone to trainings. We've got the inspiration. We've got the motivation. Now tonight we're going to talk about the strategy. We're going to talk about the strategy on how do we get the money? How do we secure the bag? And we're going to do it tonight in a very short amount of time. I don't know about you, but my time is incredibly valuable. And I have a lot of work that I have to do, goals that I have to reach, people that I have to serve, and money that I have to get. And so tonight, I'm going to be sharing some very powerful information with you at a very rapid pace. The vibration is going to be very high, and so I want to make sure that you are in a space to actually receive. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your pen and your digital notes. All of you should have been emailed your digital notes. If you have not, go ahead and check your email really quickly. You should have a link there with your digital notes. If you don't have them printed out yet, that's okay. Use some paper, but as long as your ears are open, your heart is open, and you are in a space of receiving. Really quickly, let me hear you say, I am receiving. I'm receiving. Make sure all of you are here with me. Yes. Amen. Let us start out by just setting our intentions here very quickly. Taking a couple of deep breaths into yourself, realizing where you are and what you are in the midst of creating right now. We thank you, God, that everything is aligning right now perfectly and strategically for our growth, for our financial growth, for money increase and wealth to come into our lives now. God, we thank you so much for bringing us into this space and into this place to receive this information tonight, knowing that this information is going to give us the cutting edge in business, the cutting edge in our endeavors, and the cutting edge when it comes to money. God, we thank you so much. We ask that our skills, our businesses, our gifts, our pursuits, our desires are all magnified here tonight. Magnified and expanded here tonight. God, I speak success over every single person listening to the sound of my voice taking this class, be it live or during the recording. I speak success. I speak money flowing into everyone's business, customers flowing into everyone's business, overflowing into everyone's business. I speak avalanches of sales. Avalanches of sales. May records be broken. May bank accounts be expanded. May goals be hit and accomplishments be done here tonight. God, we thank you so much. I want everybody to just lift your hands right now in a moment and in a feeling of receiving, opening your hands up, receiving. First, receiving the information tonight, and second, receiving all of the success, abundance, and cash that is flowing to you through the actions that you will take after receiving this information. Lift it up, say, I receive. And it is done, and it is so. Amen. Awesome. Well, good evening, everybody. It's Shanel Cooper Sykes, and I'm so excited about tonight's Magnetic Money Crash Course. I want to jump right into the information tonight, and let's first just get very clear on what we're doing here. There is exactly 64 days left in this year at the time of this recording of this live call that we're doing right now. Now, if you are listening to a recording, and depending on what month or whenever it is, we're just going to take the numbers of 60 days. Everyone say 60 days. Write it down on your paper, 60 days. That's 2 months, 60 days. And what we are going to do is we are going to rev up our internal magnetism and put ourselves in a position to where we are now drawing and pulling near to us the people, the opportunities, and the money that we are going to set a goal for, but we are going to put ourselves in a space and in a position to draw that to us from our place of magnetism. Now, when we got started here, everyone just told me that they are in totally different industries and arenas. I heard from real estate to skincare to trading to coaching to clothing line to consulting, all sorts of different things. And while each and every one of us are in different industries and in different spaces in those industries, and we all have different goals, at the end of the day, we are all called to this space called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. And so I believe that all of us, no matter what it is that we're selling or what it is that we are serving or what it is that we are desiring, we are all in a very unique position to really change people's lives. Change people's lives and add tremendous value to the world. And you have to know that you are called and chosen to do that through the vehicle of whatever your business is. You have to know that you are called to be a leader in this world right now. And so we're going to operate from the space that I like to call divine magnetism. Everyone write that down, divine magnetism. Now, how most people operate when it comes to sales and business and entrepreneurship is they go out into the world and they work hard. They work hard, they hustle, they go get it, they do all of that stuff. And while, yes, that stuff is necessary, but the idea behind it is we want to go out knowing that we have already created our desired results first, internally and spiritually, and stand from a place of supreme confidence knowing that it is already done. And then we go out into the world and apply the action steps and do the physical work. And then we allow the natural magnetic force that is in all of us to divinely pull and draw to us the people that will be the vessel for our goals to be manifested through. You see, most people go out into the world and they go and they try to get and they force and they try to do instead of being the force. You want to be the force. You don't want to use force. And so when you be the force or become the force and you are the force versus using force, you will find this sort of ease and an air. When I say air, I mean like a sense of entitlement, because you will know that it is already done. Let's talk about this idea of magnetic before we get into our actual strategy here. The idea of being magnetic, if you all watched the Magnetic Woman broadcast that we did, I taught you guys what being magnetic is, right? The idea of actually being a magnet. And a magnet is just simply a piece of metal or piece of iron that inside of it, the atoms and the components of it are strategically organized. They're strategically organized in a way that produces a force that then goes out invisibly and it pulls towards it the same or exact type of energy. So let me put that in a different term, right? Basically, it puts out a force that pulls back the same exact material of what it is. So inside of each and every one of us, we have the ability to put out this invisible force, right? And to draw back to us the exact same thing in the physical realm of what we have put out, right? I wrote this down. This was just really profound. It says being magnetic means to produce and to create a magnetic field. A magnetic field means the space where your magnetism is operating. And it puts out a force that pulls or repels. It pulls or repels other materials of its likeness. Now, here's the other piece to being magnetic that is so powerful that I want you all to be conscious of, is that you not only want to just attract and draw and pull towards you, you also want to have the magnetic power of repelling. You don't want people who do not want your product. You don't want people who cannot afford your service. You don't want people who do not have the mental capacity to be able to comprehend what it is that you're doing or selling. You don't want people who are going to be negative or be in the way. You don't want distractions. And so this ability to be magnetic is not only the ability to pull forth and to pull forward, it is also the ability to repel away so that you do not even have to think about, look at, focus on, or even be conscious of anyone or anything that is standing in the way of your goal. You need to have a zero tolerance for people or anything that is going to come in the way of your goal. And when I say zero tolerance, I don't mean you walk around talking about it and talking about, haters or people who are in the way or distractions or negative people or broke people. Or we're not even going to talk about it. We're not even conscious of it. We don't even think about it. We're not even thinking about that. 1,000% focus. 1,000% focus is on drawing to you the people that you are desiring, the sales that you are desiring. And so this magnetic energy inside of you naturally has the ability to repel if you are focused on what you are attracting. So that is the first part of understanding magnetic woman is magnetic money is understanding that you are a magnetic woman. Magnetic money is to understand that inside of you, you have this ability to draw. And that leads me to the very first step of understanding magnetic woman, is that it is about you. I keep saying magnetic woman. It's in my head. Magnetic money. All of you on this call are magnetic women and men who are listening, but magnetic money. The first is to understand that it is about you. Everybody say me. 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 If you are not operating in the right posture, in the right vibration, in the right mindset, if you physically do not look like the money, feel like the money, then you will not attract the money. Listen, I see this so often in sales and in business is people have beautiful ideas, really amazing products, wonderful opportunities. They're offering something that is incredibly valuable, but nobody would ever buy it because the person who was selling it is not sellable. And so when we talk about this idea of magnetic money, the first foundation of that is you. You have to get yourself in order internally. You have to strategically organize your internal feelings and set them up in a way to where those feelings create a consistent vibration that not only shows up from the way that you feel and the force that you are putting out, but it also shows up in the way that you look, the way that you stand, the way that you walk, the way that you articulate your words, the projection and the pitch and the tone of your voice. All of these things matter when it comes to magnetizing and drawing money towards you. And the core of that is your feelings, 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 feelings. Everyone say feelings, 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 feelings. How do I feel? It's how I feel. This is the incorrect way to begin to go after sales or to begin to work your business. The incorrect way. It is to operate from a place of unbelievable excitement. And this is usually the first step for people when they step into entrepreneurship or they step into making lots of money. They usually do have this very excited, this unbelievable excitement where they go, oh my God, I can't believe it. Or, oh my God, this is going to be my breakthrough year. Or, oh, they're just so excited about it. And while yes, excitement and enthusiasm is a very big part of selling, it is. However, the excitement and enthusiasm has to be standing on a place of supreme certainty, expectation, definiteness, belief, and an inner knowing. It cannot be set on the foundation of just excitement and that lower disbelief where you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I think I'm going to get it. And ooh, I'm really uncertain. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm really, really excited about it. Right? That is not how you want to set your foundation. You want to set your foundation of excitement on, yes, I'm excited. Yes, I'm eager. Yes, I feel very good. But guess what? I know, like I know that I set a goal of $10,000 in sales this week. And I know that it is already done. And I am unwavering in my knowing. I am certain in my knowing. I know like I know my name. I know like I know what skin color I am. I know like I know that this is my house. I know like I know that you are my husband. I know like I know. I am so certain that I know that the goal that I set in place is already done. And that is the foundation that you want to set your excitement on. You cannot set it on, I just can't believe that I'm about to make this much money. Or I just can't believe that I'm finally working my business full time. Or I can't believe that I'm making $100,000 per month. Let me tell you something, guys. This thing called belief, and you have heard me many, many times talk about belief, and this call tonight isn't necessarily just about belief. But belief can work for your good, and it can also work for the bad. When you operate from a space of uncertainty and wavering and wondering, that is going to be belief in motion in the opposite direction of what you are desiring. Meaning disbelief can unravel. It can unravel something that you are creating. And so the first step, everybody, is to get yourself internally, get your feelings in order, strategically choosing your feelings and setting them in place. We're going to do this right now. I want you to get your pen and I want you to write down how you feel right now in this moment. Taking a couple of deep breaths, connect with yourself, connect with your feelings. Ask yourself, how do I feel? How do I feel? How do I feel? How do I feel? And write it down. Do I feel jitters? Do I feel excited? Do I feel uncertain? Do I feel unworthy, or do I feel worthy? If you would like to share any, you can go ahead and type them in the chat, but I want you to write them down on your paper for yourself as well. Just check in with yourself. Excited. I feel ready to receive. Excited. Anxious, determined, excited. Able. Yes, that word able. There we go. Worthy. This is what I'm getting to. Happy, worthy, anticipation, anxious, strong and certain, confident, open. I feel it's my time. Anxious, anxious. Okay. Here is what we're going to do. I want everybody to shift. I want everybody to shift right now. I want you to think about the most valuable thing that you have in your life right now. It could be your car, it could be your house, it could be a diamond, it could be your children. Whatever the most valuable thing that you have in your life right now, go to it there mentally. And I want you to think about how you actually feel about it. And I want you to think about this. Something that you already have. You are not anxious. You are not excited. You are not ready to receive it. Do you want to know why? Because you already have it. Because you already have it. And so there is a calmness and a certainty that you have about having that valuable thing. That is the feeling that you must stand on to create magnetic money. It is standing on a place of, I'm not excited about this $100,000 that I already have, because I already have it. I'm not anxious. My heart isn't beating fast about something that I've had for the past 10 years. Instead, the feelings should be a feeling of gratitude. It should be a feeling of appreciation. Think about something that you appreciate. When you appreciate something, you admire it. You smile a little bit when you think about it because it makes you feel good. But something that you've had for a very long time that you are grateful for and that you appreciate, when you wake up in the morning, you're not like, oh my God, I've got this great thing. No, you wake up in the morning and you go, wow, I am so grateful that I already have this. That is a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, that we must practice. That we must practice in order to have magnetic money in our lives. So let's stand on that for just 1 second. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to, let's do this. Everyone stand up right now. Stand up right now. Stand up right now. We're going to take the number of $100,000. I think that is a safe number. I think we can all feel comfortable in that. And you can put it into your own containers. If you want $100,000 a day, a week, a month, a year, every decade, whatever you choose. But we're going to take the number of $100,000. Okay, everyone taking a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to stand up and I want you to position your body to the left, like you're turning to the left. Look at the left side of the room. On this left side of the room, I want you to just get excited about the $100,000. I'm excited about it. I'm eager about it. My heart's beating a little bit. I know that it's coming. Just get excited about it right now. If you have to scream, if you want to yell, if you want to cry, whatever you want to do, feel it. Force the feeling of excitement right now. as if you don't have it, as if you know that it's coming, as if you know that it's going to be there soon, but you don't really have it right now. Feel that? Feel that? Feel the anticipation, feel the eagerness, feel the anxiety, feel the wowness, the in-awness, the anxiousness. Feel all of that to the left side of the room right now. Feel it. Go ahead and feel it. I'm going to be quiet for just a second so that you can fully feel the moment. Now stop, taking a couple of deep breaths, be still for just a couple of seconds. And I want you to turn to the right side of the room. And I want you to say to yourself, I already have $100,000. I've always had $100,000. I will always have $100,000. And again, this is in your own container, per week, per month, per day, per second. Multiply it however you choose, whatever depth you are choosing. I already have it. I had it 5 years ago. I had it 10 years ago. My parents had it. My parents had it. My parents' parents had it. It's always been there. In my bank account, in my investment accounts, in my pockets, in my wallet, in my couch cushions. It's in the form of checks, direct deposits, investments. I have it. And let that certainty sink into your body. I have it. I know that I have it. I don't know about you all right now, but I feel a deep sense of gratitude in my belly. Does anyone else feel this? I have it. I have it. I have all of it. Yes. Now, see, this is actually bringing tears to my eyes. My eyes are welling up with tears. There is an internal feeling of having. I want you to take in a deep breath and bring yourself back to the center. And I want you to look back to the left. When you look back to the left, that $100,000 isn't that exciting anymore. It's almost like, I've been there, done that. It's not that big of a deal. Do you feel that? Yes. So aligning your feelings, everyone, strategically aligning your feelings and organizing your feelings in a way that will draw to you the thing that you are desiring requires you feeling like you already have it. You're not expecting it. You're not wanting it. You are not eager about it. You are not anxious about it. You are not in disbelief about it. You are in gratitude of already having. That is going to be the cement, the foundation of your magnetic money. Does that make sense? I want to make sure all of you got that. If you caught it, I want you to type, Shanel, I caught it. I got it. I have it. I caught it. I've got it. I have it. Let me see. Yes, 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 yes. Really quickly, we're just going to write down a couple of words. Write down the word worthy. Write down the word able. Write down the word capable. Write down the word equipped. Worthy, capable, equipped, chosen. I am having certainty, supreme certainty. When you have all of these things in place, something about you begins to change on the physical level. You see, anyone who is selling anything, and if they're going to be successful at selling anything, there's this thing that is called confidence. Have you ever seen a rich person or a wealthy person, or have you ever seen someone who's extremely successful in person? They have a certain walk to them. They have a certain pace to them. They have a certain cadence to them. They have a certain temperament to them, right? It's not normal. And that is because they are operating from the place of, I already have my success. I am successful. I'm not getting to it. I'm not going to it. I have it. And this is the space that I want each and every one of you to begin to operate from. So having it, standing on it, that is the first step to magnetic money. You guys got it? Good. Moving on to the second step. This right here, everybody, is so vitally important. It is having a strategic money plan. A strategic money plan. Here is how you operate. First, you know that you already have it. You know that it's already done. You are grateful for already having it. Your posture is in the posture of it is already done. Now that you know that it is already done, you want to always operate in a space of strategy. You see, everybody, everything that I do is strategic. Everything that I post, everything that I say, even the way that I wear my hair, if it's curly, if it's straight, if it's short, if it's black, if it's blonde, that's on purpose. So see, you have to have a strategy, right? And me using hair and all of that stuff is just an example. My point is, every single thing that you do, it has to have a reason and flow into the strategy of bringing money in. This is where you begin to move from the place of, I'm dreaming, I have a vision, I know that I have a purpose, I know that there's something big for me to do. Or this is the kicker right here, when everyone goes, this is my time. No, it's not my time. It's your time to buy something from me. That's what time it is, right? So it's moving from that place of this fluffy, mystical, invisible space of dreaming to I am now going to actually put a strategy in place. It's moving from the want to the I have, but it's putting a plan in place for you to have action. Here is how you create a money plan. It's really simple. Have you ever heard someone say, well, what's the who, what, when, why, and where? All of that, right? Same idea. Here it is. It's the what. What are you selling? How much? How much does it cost? How many? How many do you want to sell? By when? What is the date of completion? To who? Who are you selling to? And why? So let me tell you what this looks like. Let's get back into that space. If you all can, if you want to stand up or just maybe sit in your chair, turn yourself back to the left-hand side of the room where we're wishing, wanting, and eager and excited about not having, but we know that it's coming, even though we're not there anymore for exercise purposes. Just take yourself to the left side of the room. Here's what it looks like. Oh my God, I just know that there's something big for me to do. I am so excited about this business. But I don't know exactly what I want to sell, but I know I want to sell something, and I want to empower women, and I want to change people's lives and just do really big things. And I want a lot of money, and I just want success, and I want freedom, and I want happiness, and I want to be successful. That's what I want. What's that over there? There's no results over there. Now, if we move ourselves back over to the right, now turn your chair or stand up and move over to the right. Let me show you what this looks like going into strategy. So you know you have a dream, you know you have a purpose, you know you have a vision, you know that you want to empower people or help people or whatever you want to do. Here it is. What? I am selling, and I'm going to make this up in the idea of a coach. Now, you use this in whatever industry that you were in. If it's selling houses, it might be selling a house. If you are in iMarkets Live or any other direct sales network marketing type of company, it might be your product. It might be your service. It might be the opportunity. If you sell lotions or whatever, it may be your Christmas bundle or package or whatever it is. But I want you to put this in your own terms. But I'm going to use a coaching package, okay? So What? I'm going to sell my confidence coaching package. It is $1,000. I'm going to sell it to 10 people by the end of December 2018. The people who need this coaching package, this confidence coaching package, are going to be salespeople and entrepreneurs who want to learn how to be more certain, powerful, and confident in their ability to sell. And I want to sell this, number one, because I am desiring $10,000 per month for my life so that we can do this particular thing in my family and in my household, and because I want to empower salespeople. That is very different from, I just want to be successful. You have a what? What are you selling? A how much? How much does it cost? How many do you want to sell? How many people do you want to sell it to? By when? What is the date? To who? Who is the actual person? Everybody circle who if you're writing this down. The who. The who is so important. We're going to talk about that in just a second. And then why do you actually want to do it? This right here, everybody, is a focused strategy. When you have a focused strategy, now you have a crystal clear vision that is so plain that you can run with it. You cannot run with confusion. You cannot run with cloudiness. You cannot run with a dream. Dreaming is not enough. You have to put your dream into a strategic plan. God says this very clearly in scripture. You can take any religious book, success book, prosperity book, and it will tell you plainly that you need to write the vision and make it plain so that whomever sees it can run with it. You cannot run with something that you don't know where you are going. Right? So having that strategic money plan. So this is really big, everybody. What are you actually offering? What are you actually selling? I'm going to tell you guys, for a 60-day run, meaning with this magnetic money course and what we are setting ourselves up for here as far as attracting money in 60 days, you have to do what I like to call campaigning. Everyone say campaigning, campaigning, campaigning. What campaigning is you have one particular product or offer that you are selling, and that is all that you focus on within this time frame. Guys, let me tell you, the way that you build a business is not by splattering all of your ideas and services and products all over the place. That creates a sort of diluted sales process, meaning you give people so many options. They can buy the big one or the small one or the green one or the blue one. They can take this package or that package. They can buy the red shirt or the green shirt. No, focus. You want to create focus, right, on one particular thing. When you focus on one particular thing, you add power and energy to it. If you are not focused on one particular thing, you are diluting the power and energy, and you are spreading it thin over multiple things. You cannot do that until you get to a certain place in business of where your business has the sales power to be able to do that. For example, Walmart can sell as many products as they want to sell because it's Walmart. They have the sales power. They have the brand power. They have the finances. They have the audience, the customers. They have the ability to sell multiple things. But if you are a sole proprietor, an individual, you are a small company, you are one person, you have an online store, you have a brick and mortar business, or it's just you and 5 team members or 10 team members, you cannot sell 1,000 products unless you have been in business for many years and you have the sales power behind you. Right? So for this idea of magnetic money, we want to hone in. We want to zoom in. We want to focus in on one thing. It doesn't mean that everything that you have to offer isn't valuable. I have so many courses and classes and services and things that I offer that are so incredibly valuable. But you're not thinking about it right now. All that you were thinking about is taking this magnetic money course. Why? Because this is what I have been focused on. But if I was offering a bracelet and a gold bracelet and a silver bracelet and a red bracelet and a coaching package and magnetic money and sacred circle and a retreat and a new t-shirt and a lipstick and another class that I'm doing in 2019, you would not have said yes to this. You would probably still be in decision-making mode, thinking about it, pondering on it, wanting to do something but not choosing to do one thing. If you did not choose to do one thing, I would not have made the sale. So for all of you, you must choose one thing. Everybody say one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing. And I want you to think about that thing right now. We're going to choose it right now. We're going to do the work right now on this call. What is the one thing? I'm going to be quiet for a second. Want you to think about it, get clear on it. One thing. What is the one thing that you are going to sell in the next 60 days? Everyone write it. Tell me. Hair bundles, done. A house, done. Forex, done. A book, a hoodie, a property. A book, dog beds, home, a class. Let's get more specific, everybody. What class? What course? Email marketing services. What is the package? When you say Forex, what does that mean? You cannot sell Forex. Be clear about that. Are you offering people to come into your business? If so, how many people, right? Chiropractic care. What does that mean? Credit repair. What does that mean? Come on, everybody. Hair bundle deals. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. You're saying hair bundle deals. Well, what is the deal? 3 bundles for $150. We're going to call it the magnetic bundle. Boom. That's one thing. T-shirts. Okay. What's the shirt? How much does the shirt cost? So let's say the shirt says power on it. I'm going to sell a power t-shirt for $20. Boom. That's one thing. Right? Chiropractic care, personal injury clients. Okay, you say chiropractic care, personal injury clients. What does that mean? So chiropractic care, is there a package? Is there a particular procedure? Right? What is the one thing? Mental illness collaboration book. Okay, great. Now, that's the what. How much is it? How much is it? How much is it? How much is it? VIP tickets to my masterclass. Great. How much is it? I'm not talking about the big goal. Meaning, if you say I want to earn $100,000 in the next 60 days, I don't mean $100,000 worth of bundles. No. How much is the bundle? How much is the one bundle? $400 per student. Great. $400 financial consulting package. Great. Prom tour, $300. Great. $195 to start, $145 a month. Great. $3,500 per client. Great. This is good. I love it. $197 per student. Great. $20 per book. Great. Live course, $500. Great. Great. Yes. $497 per attendee. Great. Love it. Awesome. I also want you guys to realize what we are doing right now. The vibration of what is happening right now by you typing, by you getting clear and doing it collectively in this group of 500 other people who are all saying what they're going to do. You guys, we are creating something so powerful. The magnetism has already started the minute you dialed into this class. The magnetism has already started the moment that you hit the yes button when you signed up. So I want you guys to know we are already in full swing of creation. So do not take this time for granted. If you are just listening and sitting back twirling your pen, you signed up for the wrong class. I need you to get up. I need you to choose. What is your product? How much does it cost? Okay? What is your product? How much does it cost? Now, here's the thing, everybody. Those of you who are like, well, I don't know yet. You don't know because you haven't chosen. Make a choice. Come up with the price right now. You don't need to do any more research. All the research is already done inside of you. Your product costs exactly what you choose, exactly for what you set it. Unless you are in a company that has set prices, okay, fine. However many spaces or opportunities that you are choosing according to your bigger goal is what it's going to be. You are who you say you are. Your product costs what you say it costs. Your offer is what you make it. There is no perfect answer. That is a beautiful thing that I love about entrepreneurship. This course costs $197 for you guys to get on this live call. That is absurdly, outlandishly inexpensive for what we are doing and creating here. Do you know that I can take this course, and if you are listening to this recording and you paid $2,000 for this, you must know that I am using the strategies of what I am teaching, meaning at any given time, I can change my price according to the value that I see fit for what I am giving. You are in control of your business. You are in control over your offers. You are in control over who you are selling to. Right? So getting very clear. So we got the what, we've got the how much. Now, how many bundles, how many houses, how many chiropractic care spaces, how many courses, how many books, how many, let's get a number, how many, 10,000 books, 5,000 books. Okay, pause. Everyone take a deep breath. There is this thing that we all have to understand when it comes to magnetic money, and it is called being realistic. There is a fine line, because in one breath, yes, all things are possible to those who believe. The sky isn't even the limit. You can go beyond the sky. There is nothing that you cannot do. You can have everything that you speak and that you desire. You absolutely can. But when you are operating from a place of strategy, and when you know that something is already done, that you have chosen to come into your life, you have to be real about the numbers. They must be in alignment with the production, your ability, your level, your access that you actually have. So let me give you guys a little bit of perspective. To sell something to 10,000 people means that you need to have access to about 1 million people. Guys, business is a numbers game. Everyone put that down. Business is a numbers game. It's not a feeling game. It's not a I love you game. It's not a purpose game. It's not a feel fluffy about the gift that God has given you and you want to touch everybody's life in the world. No, it is a numbers game, and numbers are real. Numbers are real. So to say, I want to sell 5,000 books in the next 60 days. Selling 5,000 books is definitely possible, but you need to have access to about 50,000 people. Can you email 50,000 people? Can you do a call and 50,000 people show up? Can you put on an event and it's live streamed and 50,000 people can see it? Can you go on tour in the next 60 days and 50,000 people have access to you or you have access to them? If so, then 5,000 books in the next 60 days is absolutely realistic. But if you do not, you have now moved back into the left-hand side of our exercise. You are now back in dream mode. There's nothing wrong with that, but we are here to make money. So we have to be real. So I'm going to ask the question again, taking a couple of deep breaths. Those of you who have very, very, very big numbers, what are you selling? How much does it cost? And how many are you going to sell? 20 clients in the next 60 days. Awesome. 10 coaching packages, 10 houses a month. So Nicole Powers, you're going to sell 10 houses in the next 2 months. So that's 20 houses. 20 houses in 60 days. That's a lot of houses as I'm assuming you are a real estate agent. Is that realistic? Ask yourself that. If it is, fantastic. It's already done. But you've got to be real. 12 clients at $400 financial consulting. Awesome, Takesha. Minimum of 60. Whoops. There we go. 30 over the next 2 months. Okay. 500 VIP tickets, $500 VIP tickets. 30 members for Forex Educational Starter Package. Great. 10 students. Okay, great. Yes, Nell Dixon, 669 total. Let me go back here. 669 total bundles. Selling to 223 people. Buying average of 3 bundles per transaction. Boom, there you go. I'm going to give you guys something. I did not plan on teaching this, but this is so powerful. I want you guys to write this down. AUS and IPT. AUS and IPT. This is a technique that I learned many years ago when I used to work for MAC Cosmetics. You think that we're just behind the counter and everybody's just there selling makeup, but there are strategic money goals in place at every single business. This is the side of business that customers don't see. AUS and IPT stands for average unit sale. Average unit sale, meaning on average, how many units are in the sale? On average, how many pieces of makeup are you selling in the sale? So we'll put this into another term. How many of your lotions, right? How many of your t-shirts? How many books are you selling on average in each sale? Now, this may not apply to all business models, because if you are a coach or if you have something digital, this right here is not for you, but it's just information that you can archive in your mind. Okay, so AUS, average unit sale. We had a goal, 3 products. So meaning if I'm selling to a customer and I'm putting on their makeup and all that they're asking for is a lipstick and a lip liner, because I know that I have a strategic money plan in place at that counter, I have to upsell and offer them a lip gloss to go with the lipstick and the lip liner. I could not just sell 3 pieces. Or less than 3 pieces. I could not just sell 2 pieces. I had to sell 3 or more. And so that's where the knowing when to push, knowing when to pull, knowing when to prolong, right? So you have to know those different things in selling. So average unit sale, right? So you all, if you have individual products, you should have a goal set for yourself. So the way that Nell Dixon just broke that down, that's so awesome. Thank you for reminding me of this, is you need to say to yourself, well, if I am selling books or bundles or products or whatever it is, I need to have a goal of selling 5 pieces per unit or 2 pieces per unit, right? So AUS. Now, IPT, and you know what, I just said that so backwards, and you have to forgive me. I haven't worked at a MAC counter in 15 years, okay? Average unit sale and IPT. IPT is items per transaction, right? Items per transaction. So what I just explained is actually IPT, items per transaction. How many items in the transaction? How many items are they buying? So let me put it in my terms for my business. So items per transaction, meaning I would like people to buy 2 things, right? So some of you may have seen an upsell. You buy this and we upsell you to that. 2 things. So you're going to buy a bracelet and the course. That's items per transaction. Or for bundles, you want to sell 3 bundles per transaction. AUS, average unit sale, please forgive me for the confusion, everybody. That is the number of the sale, the total dollar amount of the sale. So let me go all the way back to my example of MAC Cosmetics. Our AUS was $75 and IPT was $3. So we had to know each sale, unit sale that we have needs to come to $75. It must be $75 or more, and we need to have at least 3 items in the transaction. Does that make sense? Let me make sure that makes sense, to make sure that you guys are clear, because I didn't want to confuse you. Does that make sense? Yes. Fantastic. Okay. So AUS and IPT, very, very powerful. And if any of you are listening that has sales people on your team, or you have employees, or you have people that actually work with you, this is what you want to teach them when you do your sales training. You want to train your people how to sell for you. That's another thing as well in understanding magnetic money, is that you are not only attracting to you sales and money, you are also attracting to you the people, the team that you need to expand your business. In order for you to make lots of money, you need lots of people. Right? Your efforts alone is not going to generate millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. You need multiple effort from multiple people combined together, right, to give you sales power. And so you want to know how to train your salespeople. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Fantastic. So we've got the what are we selling? We have the how much does it cost? We have the how many do we want to actually sell? The buy when. This is so important, everybody. When you set a goal, the goal must have an expiration date. The goal must have an expiration date. And when I say an expiration date, I don't mean just a date where it's over and you're just done with it. I mean a date of completion, of execution, of accomplishment, right? So buy when. And here's the thing, is a lot of people wait to see what other people are going to do, meaning let me see how my customers respond. Let me see if I can reach this many people. And then I'll determine when the goal is going to be accomplished. No, you see, the beautiful thing about magnetic money and operating from a place of your internal and divine magnetism is that you can create whatever you want to create in spirit. You get to choose everything in spirit. And if you choose it, you stand on it, you plant it deep down in your heart, you turn it into a desire, and then you put that desire in place in the form of action. That is what will create the manifestation. And so you do not want to wait for other people to tell you when the goal is going to take place. You put that in place yourself. So we've got the what, the how much, the how many, and the buy when. Everyone let me know, buy when. There we go, January 18th, 2019. Awesome. Buy when, December 31st. Awesome. Buy when, December 31st. I love it. You know what I love about all of you? You are paying attention. We just said 60 days. I was waiting for you guys to catch it, and you caught it. You caught it. You caught it. I love it. There we go. By the end of December, your strategic money plan for this particular campaign that you are creating will be done. It is already done. Everyone say that. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Yes, it is already done. Now is the who. Who are you selling to? Now, here is one mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs step into, is they think because they have a great product, a great idea, and a deep desire, that what they are selling is for everybody. Everything is not for everyone. Write that down really big. Everything is not for everyone. And what I am selling is not for everyone. There is not one product on the face of this planet that is for everyone. So you have to know how to define your target customer. Who are you selling to? The way that you define this is you work backwards, meaning you have a solution, meaning your customer has a problem. What is their problem and who is that person? What age are they? How much money do they earn? Where do they live? What are their habits? Identify their characteristics. What is their skills? What is their experience? What position are they in? So for example, someone had mentioned the chiropractic care. Well, I'm not sure if chiropractic care would be wise to sell to a 16-year-old. Do you think a 16-year-old needs chiropractic work? Well, maybe if they had a car accident, maybe if something happened to their spine. But generally speaking, a 16-year-old may not need a chiropractic care. Right? I'm just using that as an example. But my point is, get really, really clear about who you are actually selling to. What problems are they facing? What pain do they have in their life? What desires are they wanting? Right? That is how you identify it. I like to create what I call a customer avatar. A customer avatar. A customer avatar is a literal physical picture and description of who you are selling to. If you've ever seen me do that at an event, we just did this the other day, yesterday at the Sacred Saturday. And usually when I'm talking about business coaching, I always give you guys this example of how I built my audience and how I connect with my customers in spirit. I've spoken to each and every one of you before you said yes to this magnetic money course. There was a picture of you on my wall. Now, don't get freaked out. I don't mean a real picture. I wasn't stalking you and snapping pics, right? I mean, there's a stick person, a little circle with a little smile and a little buzz of fur of hair on top. And I made names, and my names are always Tina and Tanya and Tammy and Tiffany. I just give them the T's. You can come up with whomever you'd like. You can call them Mike and Morris and Mickey or Money, whatever you want to call them. And you name them, and you start talking to them, and you start speaking into them what it is that they need. Right? You start speaking into them. So for example, I spoke to you. I said, God, I'm so grateful that Tina, Tanya, Tammy, and Tiffany all have excellent business ideas. I am so grateful that Tina, Tanya, Tammy, and Tiffany all have the disposable income available to them to feel good and to say yes to taking this course. They're going to know immediately. When Tina sees me post about this course, she's going to know immediately. She won't have to think about it. And I want you to really think about yourself. Did you have to really think about it? Did you have to ponder on it? Didn't you already have $147 in disposable income there for you? Right? You already knew that you were going to take it. I didn't have to sell you much. I didn't have to go and do this whole long drawn out presentation on why you need to take my course. You said yes. You knew there was a spiritual connection. Have you ever felt like that with me? And you go, man, it just feels like she's talking to me. I am talking to you. Look at this. Someone's name is Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany, I called you up, Tiffany. Right? So it is knowing who you are actually selling to, and then knowing how to go into spirit and call them to you. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second, okay? And then lastly is the why. There's a saying that we have said for many, many years in the network marketing industry. I remember learning this many, many years ago when I was younger. My old mentor would always say to me, if you have a strong enough why, the how will figure itself out. If you have a strong enough why, the how will figure itself out. You must have a why around this particular money strategy. I don't mean your big why. I don't mean why you've chosen to be a coach and why you've chosen to empower women or why you've chosen to sell houses or why you want this vision made. Everyone has a big why. Of, I want my family to be prosperous and I want to be able to retire my mother, or I want to travel around the world. Those are all big whys and wonderful whys. But why do you want to sell 10 of your products for $1,000 in the next 60 days to these particular people? Why? For me, I'll give you an example. Why did I want to do the Magnetic Money campaign? I wanted to do it because the holiday season is coming up, and I wanted to create an avenue for people to be able to get the information that they needed to double their income over the next 60 days so that they can have the best holiday season they've ever had in their life. Very strategic. I didn't say I want to teach you how to be a millionaire. This class is not about being a millionaire. I didn't say I want to teach you how to have confidence and how to be this ultimate entrepreneur or how to create sales funnels or how to be a dynamic coach. I don't care about that right now. My focus is I want you to be able to have a phenomenal holiday season. And so what I did with my why is I went in and I visualized you guys in the mall with your children, and they've got these huge bags. Everyone has all these bags because you went to the mall and you were able to buy whatever you wanted for gifts for your family and friends. I saw some of you have big, huge white Christmas trees in my vision, and I saw the Christmas tree with all of these white boxes with red ribbons, so many boxes, and somebody is getting a car. Several of you are getting cars or buying cars for somebody in your life for Christmas. I saw cars in the driveway with big red bows on them. I saw gift cards. Somebody's going to go and buy a ton of gift cards and give it away to people this holiday season. I saw all of that. And so that is a part of my why. So it's crystallizing the why of why you are choosing to actually do this, right? So defining your why. Let's get out of the big why. We know the big why. We know the life purpose. We know what God has called us to do, but we want to get very, very specific. All right? So that is how you create a strategic money plan. I'm going to go over that really quickly just to make sure all of you've got it. The what, the how much, the how many, the by when, the who, and the why. A focused strategy to get the money. Everyone taking a couple of deep breaths. We just received a lot of information. We are 1 hour down. We got a little bit more time to go. Take it a couple of deep breaths. Check in with yourself. Check in with reality. Check in with your presence of where you are. Look at your notes. Take a couple of sips of water. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. I want you to take all of that in. You know, it feels really good to just get still in the middle of movement. It digests. Did you just feel that? It's like you've been stuffing your mouth with food and you're chewing and chewing and chewing, and then you just take a moment and just swallow and digest. Awesome. Let's step into the next process. So, we have aligned our feelings, chosen how we want to feel. We've moved from the I want to the I have. We've let it settle in. We know what we are doing. We're complete. We are in supreme certainty. You've got your strategic money plan in place. You know what you're selling. You know how much it's going to cost. You know how many people you want to sell it to. You're very, very clear on what you want to do. Now it is time to put the plan into action. There are 5 steps. 5 steps. Now, these steps will be different and may be altered a little bit depending upon the industry that you were in and the product that you were selling. And so I want you to use wisdom and discernment as I go over these 5 steps and apply it to your business. Okay, so if your business is not applicable to this, don't ask me or yourself, well, how does this work for my business? That just simply means this is a step that's not for your business. Okay, so 5 steps to campaigning. Campaigning. Remember, this is a campaign. We are running for something right now. This is a campaign. The very first step is round up. Everyone write that down. It's there in your digital notes if you have your digital notes. Round up. Now, a big mistake that a lot of people make is they immediately just start selling. Meaning, hey, I'm going to sell these bundles. I'm going to sell this house. I'm going to sell these packages. I'm going to sell my t-shirts and my clothing line. I'm going to sell my stuff. And yes, we are going to sell it, but you have to have someone to actually sell it to, right? It's called rounding up. Now, the roundup is so important because if you are selling something to someone who did not show up to be sold to, you will not sell a thing. Let me say that again. If you are selling something to someone who did not show up to be sold to, you will not sell a thing. It's almost like someone giving you unsolicited advice. Like, I didn't ask you for your advice or opinion. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? But if you showed up for advice or for an opinion, you will receive it, right? Another example that I love to give for this is a lot of people do what I call Times Square selling. Times Square selling, if you've ever been to New York City, in Times Square around 42nd Street where all the lights are and the buildings are and so much excitement, there's thousands of people walking around. And what people do is they go and they stand in the middle of the street or on the middle of the boulevard or on the corner and they start selling their stuff, selling their socks, selling their t-shirts, or they start juggling or doing a little dance routine or whatever it is that they're putting out there for themselves to make money. And what usually happens is they get a little bit of a crowd around them and people begin to form a circle, and some people may walk by and drop some money in their bucket, right? But down the block, there is this thing that's called a theater. And people have a ticket to the theater that they purchased in advance. Or they have a reservation, maybe at a restaurant, and they in advance called the restaurant and said, I am coming to spend my money so I can eat. right? And they intentionally showed up to watch that show or to eat that dinner. The seats are filled, right? So who's going to get the most money at the end of the day? The person on the corner juggling or the person who was running the show? So here's the idea. If you do not round up people intentionally and get them to say yes first, it is going to be very difficult for you to get the sale. So if you are in Times Square and you are on the corner, the people in Times Square did not show up to see you. They did not fly into New York City to watch you juggle on the corner. They flew to New York City to go and watch The Lion King on Broadway or to go and eat dinner at one of the restaurants, right? So the idea of rounding up for you and your businesses is you want to take time, right? This is before you start selling, before you start presenting, before you start taking clients. You want to round up. So you want to define your customer. We already did that in the last step. But what you want to do is you want to ask for their interest. This is called piquing interest. I'll use the money course for an example. When I decided to do this, I didn't just make a post on Instagram and say, click the link in my bio to buy it. Hey, everybody, I'm selling a new bracelet. Click it, click it, click it, buy it. No, I always put out what's called an interest list because I am not interested to selling anything to anybody who doesn't want to buy what I am offering. It is a waste of time, and my time is valuable. Your time is valuable. So if you have a strategic coaching package for engineers where you're teaching engineers how to find success in their business, you would not just make a post randomly or make a phone call randomly or place an ad randomly. You are going to want to make sure you are talking to engineers about your coaching package, right? Let's say someone who has very, very, very long hair. If they have very, very, very long hair already, they probably don't need any bundles. And so I'm probably not going to talk to them, right? So the roundup is where you take time to create an interest list. Peak interest. Everyone say that. Peak interest, peak interest, peak interest, peak interest. You can peak interest in several ways. You can peak interest by making a post, making a phone call, making a display, and actually verbally telling people, right? Actually verbally telling people, hey, this is what I'm about to sell. You can say, hey, I'm about to sell my chiropractic package, and this is what it's going to cost, and this is what I am offering. If you are interested in a service or interested in coming in for a procedure, click this link or send us an email, or is it okay if I call you at this time, right? So you want to get the customer's permission first. Get the yes. Get the yes. You have to get the yes before you get the money. You have to get the yes before you get the money. Another way to pique interest, I love, love, love the way that my husband has this smoothness to how he has built his business over the years. And he teaches this technique, and this is really great for those of you who are in network marketing, those of you who are selling a digital-based product, and specifically those of you who are in the same business as my husband. Instead of walking up to a person and saying, hey, I'm in foreign currency exchange. Would you like to learn how to trade? Right? Instead of just boom, just flat out asking someone, he asks a question that piques their interest before he tells them more about what he's offering. His question is this: in the past 10 years, all of the money that has flown into your bank account, how much money have you earned on it? Think about that. In the past 10 years, out of all the money that has flowed through your bank account, how much money have you earned on it? Most people are going to say none. What happens is it opens up a space for him to then make the connection of what he is offering. So instead of just going into the sale, right? You first pique someone's interest. You want to create a pique interest question. The question should make people think and make them realize what they don't have that you have. Think about that. You want to make them realize what they don't have, what they are lacking, where their pain is, where their problem is, but you hold the solution. Right? Another question that he used to ask in his former business is, if you had a time machine and you were able to go back and invest in Microsoft, would you have said yes? And the answer is absolutely. Heck yeah, I would have invested in Microsoft 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Why? Because it's a billion-dollar company today, right? And then that creates space where he would open up and then talk about the company and the opportunity that he was in. And so all of you, for your businesses, should have some sort of pique interest question. And that's something that you have to come up with yourself, okay? So first is the round up. My favorite way to round people up is by interest list via email or text message. So that if you have said yes, I can now have a private conversation with you that I'm not having with anybody else. So for example, you received some emails from me after you said yes about this course. That email did not go out to the rest of my database. I made a couple of posts on social media. Hey, I let you know that this is what I am doing, right? I let you know that it's going to sell out because I already did the internal work. If you go back, I went through the getting my feelings in order. Went through the what, the how much, the how many, the who, and the why. So I was certain, I knew that I already had the money in the bank. You already said yes. So I let people know. And then I asked you if you were interested. You said yes. And so I had a private conversation with you that I was not having with anyone else. Right? So that is how you do what I call back end selling. I make more money on the back end of my business than I do on the front end. And that's the thing. A lot of people want to have the rah, rah, rah and show off and show their products and have everything on the front end. And that's really awesome. But the real money is made on the back end. Okay, so first, round up. Let me see you say round up to make sure that all of us are still in alignment here. Round up, round up, round up. Great. Round up. Fantastic. Now, while you are rounding up, you are not selling. Make a note of that. While you are rounding up, while you're rounding up your prospects, you are not selling. This is where patience comes in, everybody. Because here's the thing. If we go all the way back to the beginning, where we set our feelings of I already have. If you already have something, you are in no rush. You are in no rush to go get it because you already have it. And so there is a patience that you can have because you're not eager for the money. You're not eager for the sale. You're not hungry for the sale. And my gosh, I have to tell you, when I see entrepreneurs and speakers and trainers who tell people, you got to be hungry and you got to go get it and you got to want it and no, you don't. That means you don't have it. And that push of doing that is very unattractive to the buyer. If I pushed you and I made it seem like, guys, listen, I really need this $147. Just click the button and say yes today. You would look at me and go, Shanel, why are you pushing me for this sale? Let me make the decision if I even want to buy it. Right? So it is rounding people up. While you're rounding up, you are not selling a thing. Next step is to rev up. So you rounded people up. You got them all together. You figured out who wants to buy it. You figured out who said yes, who's thinking about it, who it's for. You've identified these people. And so you've got a crowd of people around you. Now you round them up and then you rev them up. This is where the hype comes in. This is where the hype comes in. This is where you talk about your product. This is where you display the product. This is where you show the product. This is where you let people know, hey, this is what you're going to learn. This is why you need it. This is This is how my solution is going to help your life, right? So you have to show it, you have to say it, you have to sell it, you have to rave about the results that you know that's going to take place. So for me, I can confidently say that I know that your income is going to explode after you take this course. Let me tell you why. Because I'm not giving you any motivational fluff. I am giving you strategic sales information. And if you put it into action, it will produce results. Now, after this course is over and you guys go out there in the world and you produce results, guess what I'm going to do with your results? I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to say, hey, everybody, back in 2018, or hey, last year or last month or last week, I taught this course called Magnetic Money. And let me tell you something. Nell Dixon, she took this course, and now look at her business today. When she got started, she wasn't selling any bundles. And I'm just making this up. Nell, you might be selling some bundles. But she wasn't selling any bundles, and she was trying to get some clarity on her business. But hey, she took my course. And then within 60 days, she had $10,000 in sales, and her bundles were selling off the shelves. As a matter of fact, she can't even keep them in stock because her business is in such high demand right now as a result of her taking Magnetic Money. That is revving up, revving up, revving up. I want you to think about it like you've got your foot on the gas, but you don't have it in drive yet, but you've just got the foot on the gas, and you're just going vroom, vroom, right? You're just revving it up. And when you get people revved up, let me tell you something. People are so easily influenced. All it takes is a leader to make people believe in the right thing, and it will get people so fired up. Here's the thing. You want to get people's vibrations raised. In other words, you want to get their excitement raised. You want to get their feelings raised before you ask them for the sale. Right? So for example, my husband and I, when we do our trainings or events or things like that for people in network marketing, we can't just go in there and tell people, hey, here's how you go and sell. No, we've got to get you excited. We've got to have the music going. We got to get you to go, yes, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. And then when you're riled up and revved up, then boom, we let you loose. And you go out there and you create success. So the same thing with your business is you can't just say, all right, everybody, I'm going to sell this little product and I'm excited about it in here. Would you like to buy it? No, you've got to make a celebration around what it is that you're doing. A big freaking deal. Write that one down. It's a big freaking deal. My real estate, these 3 houses that I am selling in the next 60 days is a big freaking deal. My 500 t-shirts that I am selling in the next 60 days is a big freaking deal. The 40 books that I am selling in the next 60 days is a big freaking deal. And you've got to make a big freaking deal about it, right? So, for example, when I say big freaking deal, when I make a post and I say, I'm so excited about my Magnetic Money class. Click the link in my bio to say, yes, I'm only teaching 500 people these particular strategies, and I know that it's going to sell out. That is a big freaking deal, right? I didn't just say, hey guys, I'm going to be teaching a class next week. Let me know if you want to take it, right? So you create a big freaking deal. That's number 2. So round up first, rev up. Once you've rounded up and you rev up, you want to sell up. Now, this is the fun part. This is where you ask for the sale. Ask for the sale. Now, here's the thing about asking for the sale. When you ask for the sale, you do not sporadically and randomly ask for it on any old day. Meaning, oh, I'll ask for a sale on Tuesday or Thursday. No. For a campaign, you have a specific day and time where you are going to get the money. So, for example, I rounded up, got interest for people who wanted to take this course. I revved it up, made a couple of posts on social media, went live a couple of times, sent out some emails, made a big freaking deal about it. And I told you, I set the expectation. Here it is, everybody. You have to set the expectation for the sale. I set the expectation that Thursday at 12 noon, I'm going to be opening up seats. So what did that do for you? It created an anticipation and a preparation. You want people to be prepared to give you the money, prepared to sign the contract, prepared to swipe the credit card. You don't want any unexpected sales. Now, unexpected sales are wonderful and they will come all the time, especially when you create momentum with your business. But for this particular magnetic money strategy in this idea of campaigning, you've got to have money days, right? You have to have money days. And so you want to set that for yourself. So for example, for you, if you have a product that you're selling consistently, Friday may be your money days, meaning, hey, Friday, I'm selling 10 more bundles. Hey, on Friday, I'm inviting 5 new people into my business, right? Even in network marketing, I know we want people to come into our business all the time and all day, and that is possible. But for this, if you say, for example, I'm going to use the ranks in the company that I'm familiar with right now. If you say, I want to go chairman 10 by December 2018, that means that you're going to have at least 10 platinum 1000s. 10 platinum 1000s means that you have to have 10 people who have a particular amount of people underneath them, right? It's all a numbers game, right? Remember, it's a numbers game. And so you want to say, hey, on Friday, I am taking X amount of people into my business. And all week long is how you want to do your prospecting, your piquing interest, all of that stuff. And then on Friday, you have this dynamic meeting or this dynamic presentation in place where all of the people that you rounded up all week, all of the people that you revved up all week, you bring them to one particular place and you sell up, right? This is how you get large lump sums of money in small amounts of time, right? Large lump sums of money in small amounts of times. Guys, there have been days where I would sit and make $100,000 in 60 minutes. Times where I would sit and make thousands of dollars in 20 minutes. I think I made like $46,000 in 3 minutes. It was so exhilarating to sit and you just watch sales. It's like, woo! And let me tell you how that happens. It happens when you round people up, you rev people up, you set the expectation, you have people with prepared money, people with excited money, people are all at the same place at the same time to say yes to the same thing, and you get compounded sales. Not only does it feel good and is it rewarding for sales, it also creates a big deal about who you are and what it is that you are selling, which in turn creates more sales in the future. Do you have any idea how many people are wondering, how in the hell did this woman get this many people to say yes at the same time? I want to know how she did it. So now what I can do is I can turn around and I can sell something again, showing people what it is that I did to sell the first thing. For you, let's say, for example, and I'm going to keep using the example of bundles because I just like bundles, and Nell was one of the first people to set her example. But let's say every week I see this woman on Instagram, on Facebook, her emails, every time I see her out at an event or whatever, wherever she's talking about her business, she's always sold out. She's always sold out. And every time I see someone who has really, really nice hair, or someone who is really rocking a great hairstyle, they always say, I get my hair from Nell. I get my hair from Nell. And I want to know how. I want to know why. I want to know what is so good about this hair. And so that person is going to be inclined to now want to buy from Nell because she's created this inquisitiveness, this mystery, this excitement, this vortex around her business. And that is how you want to operate as well. How is this woman selling so many houses? She is the real estate queen. I have got to buy my house from her or list my house with her. How is this coach always sold out? How is this personal trainer? She never has any appointments available and she is training all of these people. I want to be a part of what it is that she's doing. People always want to be a part of something big. You have to make your business big. You have to make your business exciting. Nobody wants to be a part of somebody who is just kind of humdrum and not standing in their spotlight, right? So let me get back to number 3 here, which is sell up. Selling up is asking for the sale. Now, when you ask for the sale, you always want to sell the highest priced package or product or price point first. So if you are selling bundles, you want to sell 3 or offer 3 before you offer 1. Let me give you another example. If you are showing someone houses, you take them to the most expensive one first, right? For me, I'll use an example yesterday. At my Sacred Saturday events, we offer my work remix course, which is $399. Now, yesterday, I could have sold the $147 for this magnetic money course, but instead, our 100% focus was the $399. You want to secure the biggest sale first. Secure the biggest sale first, always, right? And for some reason, I meet a lot of entrepreneurs who want to lead low. They want to lead low and small themselves down and dumb the business down and sell the smallest thing first, right? You want to sell always with the highest. So sell up. So ask for the sale. Have something high to offer always. So meaning it does not have to be multiple products, because we're not talking about multiple products, right? We're talking about one product, but one product can have a premium price to it. So for example, if you have a coaching package, that's one product, but you can make a VIP experience with the coaching package, meaning they get lunch if they come to the event, or they get a gift bag, or they get some recordings, or they get something extra. If you're a personal trainer, hey, you're selling these personal training packages, but this package also comes with a fitness assessment or a nutrition assessment, right? And it's $100 more. So you always want to sell up. This is what is so amazing, everybody. If you have $100, you usually have 2. If you have $200, you usually have 4. If you have $400, usually you have 8. And so when you ask for the sale, always ask for the most amount of money possible. The only worst thing that can happen is that the customer can say no. And if the customer says no, then you move to the next step, which is step number 4, and you sell down. So you have upsell, downsell, and cross-sell. I want everyone to write that down. Upsell, downsell, and cross-sell. Upselling, obviously, is asking for the most and doubling or adding to the original thing that you were going to sell. Downsell is, for example, the event yesterday, Sacred Saturday. We sold the $399 course, sold it all the way until the end. There were still people left in the audience who did not buy it for whatever reason. Here's the thing. Never get offended when somebody says no. Never take it personal if somebody does not want your product, right? Because here is the amazing thing. If you don't want it today, you will probably want it tomorrow. Do you have any idea how many people buy things from me who 2 years ago said, I would never buy anything from Shanel Cooper Sykes? I would never take a class. Or maybe last month they didn't have the money, but they have it now. Or last year it wasn't a good time, but it's a perfect time now. Right? So never ever be offended if someone says no. A no is never a no. It is simply a not right now. No is never no. It's just not right now. And this also comes in with that supreme confidence that we were talking about, is if you already have it, you are not worried if someone says yes or if they say no. You just know your value and what you are offering, and you continue to offer it. Continue to offer it. Continue to offer it, and eventually the right people will say yes. So we have sell up. Then we go to sell down. So back to the example, in the room, I sold the $399. There were people that were left. At the very end, I then offered the $147 for you to take this course, right? The Magnetic Woman course. If you did not, a Magnetic Money course, and you did not want to take the Magnetic Money course, fine. Then you can also buy a bracelet for $97. So I went from $399 to $147 to $97. If you said no after that, then the no is just a no. I love you and I thank you, and you move on, right? So that is downselling. Now, cross-selling is, well, I have a black bracelet, and if you don't want the black bracelet, I have a silver bracelet. Same bracelet, same price, 2 different colors. So I'm selling across, right? Because you may not want the black bracelet because you already have one, but you don't have a silver one. Now, this does open up where we are talking about selling multiple products. And if you choose to, for example, I said picking one product for this Magnetic Money campaign, but for the example of bracelets, if we're selling bracelets, it's still just a bracelet. I'm not selling bracelets and hair cream. Right? It's bracelets, but now there's options. There's a white one, a gold one, a red one, or whatever the case might be, right? So that I have the ability to cross-sell. But the thing about cross-selling, specifically in this idea of magnetic money, is you do not display what you are crossing with. You do not display what you are crossing with. So if I'm offering you a bracelet, let me rephrase. Let me go all the way up to selling up. If I'm offering you the work remix at $399, you are not going to see Magnetic Money course anywhere. You will not see it online. You will not see it on a banner. You will not see it on a piece of paper. If you say no, then I'm going to offer you the Magnetic Money course. You say no to that, then we're going to go to a bracelet. Now all you will see is the black bracelet. If you say no to that, then miraculously you pull from behind your back the silver one, right? So you only show what you are selling. You do not show all that you have to offer. Another way to put that is you do not put all of your cards on the table. But you always want to make sure that you've got a bunch of cards behind your back. So you always want to have some good options to make sure that you are hitting all angles. Okay, so we have the sell up, the sell down, and this is the final one, which I absolutely love. This is the fun part. It's closing. Close the cart. Everyone write that down. Close the cart. Close the cart. Close the cart. Let me check in. Let me hear you say close the cart just to make sure. Close the cart. Awesome. Closing the cart, it means you take away your offer. It's closed. It's over. It's done. You cannot get this anymore. Do you want to know why you cannot get this anymore? Because I told you that I was only selling it for this amount of time. And I told you that this is the amount of units that I had in place. And I told you that this would be over. The sale ends on this day. When you close the cart, what you do, this is a very powerful sales technique that every single smart corporation does in the world, is you create a fear of loss. You create a fear of loss. When people fear that they're going to miss out or lose something, or it's going to be gone by the time they get there, it makes them run for it a lot faster. And here's the thing with entrepreneurship, everybody, especially us entrepreneurs who are selling online, selling digital products, or where we're selling products that aren't necessary for people to live or to survive. If you want to have financial projections in place for your business, meaning this month we're going to earn this month we're going to earn that, you have to take the buying power away from your customer and you have to give it to yourself. Meaning, do not leave the decision up to when they choose to buy something. So for example, I never say, hey, you can just go ahead and buy my course. Never. You've never seen me do that. I do not have products just sitting on a website where you can click shop and go shop wherever you want to, whenever you want to shop. Now, I may do that at a certain point, and my brand can do that because I have enough people. But if we're talking about the idea of having a campaign where we're bringing in a particular amount of money, or if every month we have a particular sales projection, I cannot let you decide when you're going to buy. I have to create a sense of urgency for you to get up out of your chair, go to your purse, pull out your credit card, enter in the information, and press enter before 12 noon on Friday. If you do not do it by 12 noon on Friday, you will not get a chance to do it again. What that does for me as the business owner is it takes money out of people's pockets and it puts it into mine at a particular amount of time. So now I have sales projections. Now I can hit goals. Now I know how to predict what is coming in. You see, as an entrepreneur, it's very hard to say, well, I'm going to earn $10,000 a month. Well, how do you know that people are going to actually buy $10,000 worth of your stuff if you leave the buying decision into their hands, right? This is also a reason why companies come up with advertising campaigns, and they have specific specials and products and the feature of the month or the deal of the week. Because we want people to run towards something, get it, grab it, and then it's gone. There's rarely a store or a business or a service that's just offered all the time just because it's there. Very, very rarely. I use this example. I just thought about this. We have our dentist. I've been putting off going to the dentist for so long. I can't stand it. I don't think anybody loves going to the dentist. And I have 2 root canals that I need to get done. And I have been procrastinating like you wouldn't believe Shanel Cooper Sykes is procrastinating to go to the dentist like this. It's ridiculous. And I have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Well, we got an email, and this is the thing, you want to hit people multiple times in different places when you are advertising or promoting a campaign. Meaning you're going to see it on Facebook, on Instagram, in your inbox, in a text message, on a billboard, and on the radio, all in the same day within a 7-hour time span. It's called frequency, right? People have to hear and see and know about a product or an event or a service or whatever you're offering at least 7 times before mentally their brain even picks up on it, right? So 7 times, 7 is the number, okay? But for my dentist, we got a postcard in the mail, an email in my inbox, and an automated telephone call all in the same day saying, hi, it's Smart Touch Dental, and we're so excited to offer our 2-for-1 root canal special. And I said, what in the world? Are they talking to me specifically? Right? The 2-for-1, you come in for the next 3 days and you get 1 root canal, and either if you have multiple, you get yours done, or if you have a family member, a loved one, or a friend who you would like to bring with you, they can get theirs done for free. And I said, wow. I said, well, it just so happens that I have 2, so let me get my butt in there in the next 3 days. So they created a sense of urgency and a fear of loss. Now, mind you, here's the amazing thing about the fear of loss. What's so funny, subconsciously for people, and they're not even paying attention, it's not that you don't have the money to pay for 2 root canals. It's not that you're struggling and you have to have this sale. No, people usually have the money, but I'm not going to buy it unless you put a sale around it. People have this internal feeling thinking that if I buy something on sale or if there's a special deal for something, then that means I'm saving money. In my mind, I'm saving money, but really, it doesn't matter if I pay for one root canal or two. I could have gone in on any day. But the fact that they reached out to me, right, and they made the offer to me and they put a time limit on it, there was a fear of loss. I immediately called them and I said yes and gave them my credit card information to reserve my appointment, right? So closing the cart, fear of loss, always have a space where you close your cart and you say no. I want everyone to say no. Check in with yourself and say no, no, no. I'm sorry, no. I don't have any more. No, I'm sold out. Nope, I'm full. Nope, I'm not offering that anymore. That is not possible. Nope, you cannot come in tomorrow because I don't offer the service anymore. No. When you can give a solid no to a customer, your yes becomes so potent. Your yes becomes so potent. I'll use Sacred Circle as an example. Sacred Circle is not always open. You cannot just go and sign up whenever you want to sign up. So my no is in place. No, it is not open. No, I am not taking in any more members this month. No, you cannot come and join Sacred Circle. But I say no so much that when I say yes, people run in really fast, right? So if you want your yes to be powerful, if you want your offer to be powerful, if you want your product to be powerful, you have to get used to saying no, and saying no from a place of power. Pack it out, sell it out, close it out, say no. What's going to happen is you're going to create what's called sales disappointment. Oh man, I missed it. Dang, she doesn't have any more. Oh my God, I had my heart set on buying this particular thing for so long. Oh man, right? You create disappointment. There is nothing more amazing than bringing a yes back to somebody who was once told no. People light up with excitement. People get so excited. They feel like they've got one more chance, that they can just get it done in this time. And so what you do is you say no, no, no. Okay, I've got 10 more. Okay, I'm going to let in 50 more. Okay, you know what? Back in stock, we just got in 10 more units and I'm going to go ahead and offer them to you. But hey, listen. I warned you before. I told you I was going to sell out. I proved to you that my word is real. I will sell out. I'm giving you another opportunity for you to get your product, right? So then you open up the cart again for a very, very short window. Perfect example, this course here, we sold out. We really did sell out. I really did say no. I really did only want 500 people for this course. I really did want to create that sense of urgency. And we really did have an inbox of people who were disappointed, who were mad that they did not get in. They were at work. The timing was off, all of that stuff. And I said, we will take in 50 more people. Send out an email. 50 people signed up in 8 minutes. Because there were 50 people who were disappointed. And when you bring a yes to disappointment, it creates a humongous rush of urgency and excitement and appreciation and gratitude. You feel like you got something so special if you know that it was the last one, or you know that you are the only person who was able to get this, right? So that is how you want to move in this strategy of magnetic money for yourself. Is you sell something, close it, open up, close it again. And when you close it again, really, really, really close it. All right. Let's check in here really quickly. Take in a couple of deep breaths. Let me know if you are receiving. Are you receiving? Awesome. I know this is a lot of information in a short amount of time. We have a few more minutes left here. I'm going to go over sales strategy, and then a sales power. And then I am going to share something with you guys that is going to be so explosive. So let's just check in, get yourself really still, digest what we just received in the last 45 minutes. Take some water in, hydrate yourself. If you want to stand up, do some jumping jacks, touch your toes. All right, fantastic. Sales power. I want to give you guys a couple of sales techniques that can add to your strategy, add to your copy. And when I say copy, I mean the written words that you are writing about your product or your business, that can add to your dialogue and conversations that you were having with customers and can possibly help you close stronger. These are just strategies. You can use them in any area of your business. If some strategies do not work for your particular type of business, it's okay, right? So these are just things that you can archive in your mental box of selling. Okay. First is to, of course, be very clear, super clear about what you're selling. I meet so many people who are selling something and they've got a good product, they've got a good service, but they really don't know what they're selling. They think that they're selling an actual physical product, but what you're really selling is maybe inspiration or beauty, right? Or financial education, financial empowerment. It may come through a book, but what you're really selling is financial freedom. So being very clear about what it is that you are selling. If you're selling a lipstick, yes, it may be an actual physical lipstick. And so, yes, you want to know what it's made of and all the benefits of it. But what you're really selling is beauty and confidence. And when you know that, it gives you a confidence. It gives you a confidence and it gives you a posture. It gives you a posture to sell from when you are fully secure that what I am selling is not for me. It is for you. See the difference versus I need you to buy this from me, right? And this is one thing that it just really irks me when I see people say this. Support my business. Do not ever in your life ask a person to support your business. And if anyone asks you to support your business, say no. Or to support their business, say no. I don't support people's businesses. I do not support people's businesses. I purchase products and services that are valuable to me or that I desire to have, or because you have presented such an awesome product, I want it. But if I don't want it, I'm not going to buy it just to support you. I don't want support sales, right? I want sales from customers who genuinely want my product or service. And you can operate from that space of, I don't need support. I am offering you this not because I need your $147 or your $399 or your $2,000 or your $10,000. I don't need it because I already have it. Remember, right? I don't need it because I already have it. But this product that I have to offer you, this lipstick, this bundle, this course, it's not just a lipstick. It's not just a bundle. It's not just a course. It's not just a house. This is confidence. This is certainty. This is financial freedom that I am selling you, and it is for you. It is not for me. I make that very clear when I'm selling to people. Your yes to take this course wasn't for me. Your yes to take this course was for you. But I can only offer from that space if I am super clear about what it is that I am selling, right? So first is being very clear on your product or your service. Next is to always lead with the pain, problem, or desire. Always lead with the pain, problem, or desire. Do not lead with what the product does, right? Meaning, This lipstick, it's red and it lasts all day. That's great. Red lipstick that lasts all day, that's wonderful. But I wouldn't lead in with that. I would lead in with, it feels so good to be a bold and confident woman. And the color red on your lips will draw out your allure and your sexiness. And I know that you work 8 hours a day. And so you're going to need something that stays on. This is a red lipstick that stays on for 8 hours. I led with problem, a desire, right? I didn't lead with what it is that I have. So you always lead with the pain or the problem, not what the actual product is. Okay? Facts tell and stories sell. This is the next one. I love this. Facts tell, stories sell. So you don't want to enter into something just giving a bunch of facts about your business. Yes, that's important. To know where it's from, what it is, and how it operates, and what it does, and all of the facts about what it is. But if you can sell from story, it's called story selling. Story selling. And this is really big for those of you who are coaches, or really big for people who are selling something that is digital. Stories sell. And when I say stories, I mean testimonies or results, or there is a technique. I love this technique, and I am learning how to do this really well right now. I am actually getting training, speaking and coaching training right now on how to actually speak on platforms. It's so powerful, everybody. But I'm learning the situation, this strategy. It's called the dip, right? The dip. The dip is where you tell a story and you dip in emotion to illustrate, right? To illustrate the process of whatever it is that you are selling. So the dip goes something like this, the now, the then, and then the today, right? So the now, I can say, it's really, really amazing to have the ability to stand on a stage and be able to talk to thousands of people. I have a team of 50 people from all over the world who work collectively to make this multi-7-figure business thrive. I mean, we reach millions of people all over the globe, and we help them live empowered lives through the products and services that we have. It's really incredible to be honored to have this particular title and to stand here today in front of you as the VP of my own business. I'm making this up, everyone, just FYI, right? And it's really exciting to be able to do that. But I remember the day, here's the then. I remember the day when I was in my little studio apartment just dreaming of empowering people. I was struggling. I was in one of the worst financial situations of my life. Internally, I was confused and just completely twisted and conflicted on what it was that I wanted to do in my life. My reality then, in no way would you have believed that today, bring it back to today, that today I am a multimillionaire living a life that is so fabulous, where I get to empower people all over the world to live the financial lives of their dreams. There is, in no way would you believe that a little girl from Milwaukee, Wisconsin would be one of the #1 selling international multi-million-dollar best-selling authors in the globe, or around the globe. And that is my reality today. And I can show you how to do that in my whatever the product is, right? I just gave you a dip where I told you where I am right now, took you all the way back to where I came from, and then brought it all the way back to today. So you can see the process of my product actually working. Right? Now, the dip may not work for everybody. This is really great for you if you are a coach or you're selling information, right? But it's really great to tell stories. Facts tell, stories sell, okay? This one is really big here, everybody. Creating perception of value. Creating perception of value. When you can illustrate how valuable your product or service is, and create a grand perception of that, but then you offer it at a lower price, it makes people desire and want it even more. So for example, when I sell one of my courses, I say the value of it is $2,893. And it really is. Because if you take all of the courses or all of the things or all of the time that was put into it, the value of it is $2,893. However, I am going to sell it to you and offer it to you for $399. You feel like you just got the most enormous deal, and you really did. But you only had that feeling because I created the perception of value. So you can create the perception of value through your service, through your product, by really listing the value of it for yourself, not to your customer. Right? So value versus worth. Value is not just how much something costs. Value is what can it actually do? What are the features? What are the advantages? What are the benefits? That's called FAB, F-A-B, features, advantages, and benefits. What is going to happen in someone's life? What does it have the potential to do? How durable is it? What is it made of? What is the quality of it? And so when you can identify the value, that will help you to determine what the worth is. But the value is where you want to create the perception, right? My product, it does this, it is made of these products, it does this particular thing, it has all of these things to it, all of this complexity to it, then that's the perception of value, but it only costs $100. That makes people go, wow, I really have to have this. So creating perception of value. Next is, and this is one of my favorite things to talk about, and this is a skill as a salesperson that I would suggest that all of you begin to develop, and this is learning how to study people's personality traits. When you sell to a personality versus just selling a product to a person, you now have given yourself a great advantage for persuasion for a person to say yes. So selling to personalities is first understanding that there are 4 different types of personalities, especially when it comes to selling a product or exchanging money. Okay, I'm going to go over these here really quickly, but I'm going to suggest that you study this for yourself. Okay, so first is you have yellow. So you have yellows, greens, blues, and reds. Everyone write that down. You have yellows, greens, blues, and reds. Yellow people make up 35% of the population. I don't mean yellow people like light-skinned people, okay? I mean yellow people as far as personality. And yellow people are people who want to help. People who like a cause. They want to save the whales and save the lions and save the children in Africa, and they want people to have organizations and be able to give money and to donate, right? And so yellow personalities care about a cause. Okay, I'm going to go over the personalities and then I'm going to show you how to sell to each. Then you have the greens. Greens make up 35% of the population as well. And greens are people who want the facts. I don't want to feel good. I don't want to feel fluffy. I don't care if you want to save the whales. I don't even care how much it costs. I want to know the facts. What is it made of? Where does the company come from? How much is actually in it? What's contained inside of it? Where did it come from? Where's the proof that it works? So fact people are the people who are going to print out the entire ingredients and look at it on a piece of paper. Or fact people are the people who are going to print out the policies and procedures to know how everything works in the business. They don't have any emotions. They just want to know the facts. Okay? Then there are the blue people. Blues make up 15% of the population, and blues are the people who want to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to be social. They're the life of the party. They're the big fireball when they walk in the room. They're like, oh, we're going to have tons of fun together. And oh, this business is going to be so fun and exciting. Or, oh my God, when I buy this lotion, ooh, it's going to make me feel so good. Right? So blues are people that operate from that emotional space of, is it going to make me feel good? Okay. Then we have the reds. Reds make up 15% of the population as well. And reds are the money people. Reds are, how much is it? And how much am I going to make from it? That's what reds want to know. So if it's a product that you're selling, they really don't care how good it is. They really don't care how it makes them feel. They really don't care if you have a great cause behind it or if it has natural ingredients or not. They want to know, how much does it cost? Reds are the people who clip coupons. Reds are the people who have budgets in place and they know exactly how much they're going to spend. Reds are people who have their goals set in place. Reds are people who are like, show me the money. I don't care what we're selling. I just need to know how much it is and how much I'm going to make. Okay, so you have yellows, greens, blues, and reds. Now, if we were selling, I'm going to take a lotion just as an example. Okay, again, insert your product in the space of the lotion. Okay, so if I'm selling my lotion to a yellow person, I'm not going to talk about how much it costs. I am not going to talk about the story of how I created it. But what I am going to talk about is that we use 100% pure coconut oil from Africa. And this coconut oil is processed by a community in Africa that gives women job opportunities. And we give back 75% of all of the profits back to that organization in Africa. Even though it's just coconut oil inside of the lotion, a yellow is going to be very excited about the fact that there is a cause or something good around the lotion. Another way to look at it is, well, this lotion is packaged in biodegradable containers or used from 100% recycled containers. A person that is a yellow will buy the lotion or buy the product, even if it's not good, just because it's made with something that has a cause. So you always lead with the cause to a yellow. Okay. A green that wants the facts, well, a green wants to know the ingredients. What's inside of this? Are there any artificial ingredients? How much water is in it? Is there any alcohol in it? What is it going to do to my skin? So the green wants to know the facts about the actual products. No emotions. They don't care if the package is made in India. They don't care if it's made in China. They want to know the facts about what it is that they're buying. Okay? The blue, a blue, that's fun. So if I'm selling them a lotion, I'm not going to talk about the packaging. I'm not going to talk about the ingredients. I'm not going to talk about how much it costs. I'm going to talk about the experience of putting on this lotion. Man, listen, this lotion is so silky smooth. You put it on, your skin just glistens. And when you wear those really low tops, when you go out on a date or you go out, for a night on the town, your skin just has this iridescent glow to it. It's just so beautiful. Right? A blue is going to be like, ooh, it's fun. It feels good because their emotions are now in place. Right? And then you have the reds. A red just wants to know, how much does it cost? And when I say how much does it cost, it's not just, well, it's $20. It is, well, this lotion is $20, but compared to this other brand of lotion that is $30, you are getting an extreme value because you're going to save $10. Or, hey, my lotion is $20. I know that the competitor's lotion is $10, but for an extra $10, you get 30% more lotion in the bottle, right? So a red wants to know about money, about how much. We can look at this another way. We can look at it as a house. If you're selling to a red, they don't care about the faucets, the Bose speakers in the ceiling, or the hardwood floors. A red wants to know, how much does this house cost compared to the house that's next door to it, right? Or if you're selling to a blue and it's a house, they don't really care about the cost or what type of speakers or what type of floor is in. They want to know, is this in a neighborhood that's close to the nightlife? Is this in a neighborhood that's close to a grocery store or close to entertainment where I can have a great fun weekend living here? Right? So it's really understanding what personality trait you are actually selling to, and then learning how to conform your sales pitch or offer to that particular person. And this works very well when you're doing face-to-face sales, telephone sales, any types of offers where you're working with somebody in person, because you get to pay attention to the personality type. Now, you may say, well, how do I know what their personality type is? You can always learn by looking. Always learn by looking, right? Usually, people wear who they are on their sleeve, literally. So you can clearly tell a person that is a red person because they're wearing a $2,000 Gucci jacket, right? Or you can usually tell a person who is a green because, they've got on, something that's very fitted. Their tie is very tight. They're buttoned up all the way to the top. They're very tight, right? They want to know the facts about things. So you can kind of look at people and use your discernment to see how they are. Also through conversation, through their energy, what they're putting out, right? So it's paying attention to your customer. That is such a big thing, everybody. People aren't just people. Customers aren't just customers. They have personalities, and there is a way to connect with them. You want to connect with your customer. All right. And then this last technique here, I love, love, love this. This is a great technique for your sales writing. For your sales writing, your copy, sales letters, posts on Instagram, posts on Facebook, if you're writing an email directly to someone, or if you are in front of someone giving a presentation, or you have to talk to someone about your product, this is a really phenomenal format for you to operate from. And this is called the pastor technique. Everybody say pastor technique. Pastor technique. Now, when I say pastor technique, I don't mean I'm teaching you guys how to do the hallelujah sales dance. It is not about religion. It's just an acronym for pastor. Okay, P-A-S-T-O-R. I want you to write that going down diagonally on your paper. P-A-S-T-O-R. The pastor technique is this. You always lead with the problem. P, problem. Always lead with the P. What is the problem that the customer is facing? Right? It's hot outside, the sun is shining, your skin is burning. That's a problem. Solution is you need sun tanning oil. Problem, holiday season is coming. There's a shortage of cash flow, an increase of stress. The solution, money course. Learn how to make more money. So always lead with the problem. Pull out the problem. Then you take the problem and then you amplify the problem. You make it even worse. So we're going to use the idea of it's summertime, you're exposed to the sun, your skin is burning, and it's hot. That's uncomfortable. And then you amplify it. And it gets even worse when you begin to actually get sunburn and the back of your legs and your shoulders begin to peel. You feel that pain. That doesn't feel good at all. And my God, we live in Miami, Florida. How are we going to get away from the sun? Right? We amplify the problem, letting you know you're deep in this problem. Then you tell a story. A story, and a story can be a testimony. The story can be a story of yourself. Or, when I first moved to Miami, and when I first moved to Florida, my skin was not conditioned to this type of sun. And so I was trying to find all sorts of resolutions. I was using oils and things like that. And one day I came across this one particular oil that just brought so much calmness to my skin. And I decided to make a product around it. Right? So you talk about the problem, you amplify the problem, you tell a story about the product, and then you lead right into a testimony. Then I started actually selling it. And when I sold it to my first customer, this lady named Annie, I remember Annie like it was yesterday. She was this really cute little Caucasian lady, but her skin looked like she was a lobster. I mean, she was burned. And so I gave her a sample of my products. And do you know, in 6 days, Annie came back to me and her skin had completely healed from the sunburn that she experienced. And now Annie is one of my committed customers. Right? So problem, amplify, tell a story, give a testimony, and then boom, you give the offer or the opportunity. Meaning you ask for the sale. You tell them what you were offering. And so my Shanel suntan lotion that I make, it's so incredible. I'm running a sale on it. So this Friday, I'll be selling 100 exclusive bottles of it for those of you who live in Florida and who never want to have to deal with sunburn on your body again. And then you give them the R, which is the response. How do you want them to respond? So click the link, show up, say yes. What do you want them to do? Come into my store, meet me at this coffee shop, right? Where do you want the person to go? So for example, if you look at the majority of my posts or inside of my emails, I'm always telling you how to respond to me. Go to my Instagram and say this. Click the link in my bio. Click the yes button below. Meet me at Sacred Saturday at 12 noon. Right? I'm always telling you where to go. So you want to give people a response or a call to action. I'm going to go over this again. Problem, identify the problem of what the customer is experiencing. Amplify the problem, which is the A. So you drive that problem in like they're going to die if they keep having this problem. Then you tell a story around that. It can be a story of yourself, a story of somebody else. Then you give a testimony of the product. And if you don't have any testimonies yet, give a testimony of another product. So for example, you can say, you know, the houses in this market, they have been selling so fast. This is a hot market right now. This other realtor or this other company, they just sold 4 houses in the last 2 weeks in this neighborhood only. Listen, this is a hot market right here. So see, you may not have the testimony, but you bring in another company or you bring in another example and you use their testimony. Okay, then you give them the offer. What is it that you are offering them? Say it like you mean it. Give them the sale. Close on it. Ask for the money. Do not be shy in this area. You have to have confidence in closing, and you should have that confidence in place if you are standing on the foundation that we talked about before of I already have. And because I already have, I am not afraid to tell you that my service costs $400 and I only have 10 spaces available. So click the link below, the R, the response, to reserve your space. And then you be quiet. Do you guys notice that after I make an offer, I don't say anything on social media? You notice that after I make an offer at an event, we take a break? You have to be quiet. After you have given a person the offer, you've told them where to go, you've told them how much it costs, you put the link there, you gave them the application, you gave them the PIN, you say you swipe the card, whatever the case might be. You let them have their moment to make their decision, and you walk away and you let them be. Okay, so pastor, problem, amplify, tell the story, testimony, offer, and response. You guys got it? That is a ton of information. Check in here with me really quickly and let me know, are you clear about your money strategy? Are you clear about your money strategy? Clear about what you are about to do? Clear about how you are going to draw this money and these sales to you? Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. 1000% super clear. Yes. Amazing. Okay, so here is the exciting part for me. What we are going to do, each and every one of you that have said yes to this magnetic money course, the crash course stops here. I just gave you literally $1 million information. Millions. And in the words of my husband, billions. $1 billion information on this call in the last 2.5 hours. Now, it is up to you what you do with this information. You could take this information and do nothing and forget it, or you just get excited about it and you never put it into action. But I am here to help you create results. I do not want you to just be excited. I do not want you to just feel good. I want you to have actual results in your bank account in the next 60 days. And so what we are all going to do, there is a bonus for all of you who have said yes of a 21-day money plan. 21-day money plan. So for the next 21 days, we are going to hold each other accountable for the sales strategy that we just created here for ourselves. Going all the way back, you know what you are selling. You know how much it costs. You know how many you're going to sell. You know when you're going to sell it, by when you're going to sell it. You know who you're going to sell it to. You know why. You've got some sales strategies. You've got some techniques in place. Now it's time for you to go to work. Time to go to work. No more thinking. No more pondering. No more writing on a vision board. No more writing in a journal. No more meditating and asking God, what do you want me to do? He told you already, and if he did not tell you, he's going to tell you tonight. There is a reason you are here in this vortex of energy together with us, and we are not operating in a cloudy space. We are in clarity right now, and we are in movement right now. We are no longer dreaming. We are doing because we already have. Yes. So for the next 21 days, we are going to work together with our money plan. After this call, all of you are going to be emailed a fabulous journal as a bonus that I want you to download and print out. And every single day for the next 21 days, you're going to go to that journal and make sure that you are finishing and completing all of the assignments in the journal. Okay? Let me go really quickly over what you will be doing every day for the next 21 days. You guys ready? Here we go. Number one, you are all going to be put into an online group, which is called Slack. Slack is a really great program that you can download to your phone. I want you to all download it now. Go to your app store and download Slack, S-L-A-C-K. So we're going to put all of you in a Slack group where we can all communicate together from our phones every day for 21 days. Your assignment is to check in 2 times per day in the community. And when I say check in, meaning, hey, today I finished writing the intro to my book. Today I set up my sales page. Today I talked to 5 people about my iMarkets Live business. Today I did 3 facials on 3 clients, and I'm about to sign them up for my annual beauty event, whatever it is, right? But you're going to check in 2 times per day in the community, and you're going to hold each other accountable. Now, naturally, some of you guys are going to gravitate towards others. Some of you are friends already, and I don't expect one of you to talk to all 500 of you at the same time, but you're going to just say, hey, I'm here, and I'm holding myself accountable. Are you holding yourself accountable? And we are just going to be a place to plug in for each other. That's first. Then you are going to have a little bit of money movement every day. Money movement every day. And when I say money movement, all the fun things that we've been doing over the last month of saying money, 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 right? Even saying that the vibration is so infectious. But the times of saying money month, the writing your goals down over and over and over and over and over again, writing down how much money you have chosen to earn over the next 60 days over and over and over and over again. So you're going to spend some time every day doing your money movement, okay? And then you're going to check in with your feelings. Remember, this is about feelings. Feelings, that little exercise that we did from turning to the left to the right. Check yourself all day, because it takes about 21 days to form a habit, and we want to get in the habit of operating from the I have, right? So we want to make sure that that is in place. So you want to do that exercise. You are also going to mail yourself a check every day. You're going to either use an old checkbook, you're going to write out or make fake checks, but what you're going to do is actually put a check in the mail every day so that you start the vibrational movement of money coming to you every day. Money coming to you every day. And there are several other things that you can do as well to create that to create that energy. Maybe you can print out a bank statement and add some zeros to it. You can print out your sales statement and put on there what your sales will be in 60 days and put it up in front of you now. Okay. Weekly bank runs. Haha. Love this. This is so fun. We did this in Sacred Circle. If you're inside of my Sacred Circle, we are continuing to do this for the next 21 days. You are going to go to the bank physically at least once a week for the next 3 weeks, the next 21 days. And you are going to either withdraw or deposit $10,000. I know some of you are saying, what? But you are going to withdraw $10,000. Now, is it going to be real? That's up to you. But what you're going to do is you're going to actually physically write out a withdrawal slip or a deposit slip, go all the way to the bank, stand in the line all the way up to the teller. And if you are bold enough, you're going to give them the slip. Now, you can also tell them, hey, this is an exercise that I am doing. You can tell them what you're doing. I'm a part of this magnetic money course, and this is what was one of my assignments, to actually feel what it feels like to make a large deposit or withdrawal for my business. And you're going to do that once a week. Okay? And then lastly, you're going to give a big give. I usually tell people to give away $1 a day. We're going to keep the momentum of $5 a day. If you can give more, give more. I want you to give all that you possibly can. And if you can give more than money, give your time. Find other people who have goals or their businesses that they're working on, and show up for them, give to them, ask how can you be of service, support them, encourage them. And when I say support, I mean don't just support the business. I mean support the vision of their business, right? So you're going to give as much as you possibly can this entire month, okay? So all of you will receive your money plan link very shortly, access to the Slack group very shortly. Stay very close to your email. And this right here, I wish I had a drum roll or a way that I could make a drum roll noise. This is so exciting, everybody. So exciting, so exciting. Let me check in with you guys to make sure that you are still here, because you have to hear this. Yeah? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Okay. So when I created this class, I said to myself, how can I not only give the information to create magnetic money in people's lives, but also give them an opportunity? And I said to myself, I think that if I can position people to where they can help other people create magnetic money in their lives, it will open up something so powerful vibrationally for them, meaning for you. Because here is a truth about when you serve other people and you help other people. The more people that you help, the more help you receive. The more you give to other people, the more you receive in return. And I know this principle to be true, because the more people that I help, the more people that I serve, the more I continue to receive in my life. I can guarantee you I will never in life have a financial struggle or problem. Not because I sell so much stuff, not because of all this money or anything, but simply because I help so many people. And if you can get into a space in your life to where you are moving from, I need this for me, I'm working for me, all of this money is for me, I'm trying to get to success for my own achievements, and move to this is for you, I want to do this for you, I want to help you achieve your goals, I want to help you make more money. In turn, vibrationally, the universe will align itself to make sure that you are operating in so much abundance, it will blow your mind. And I would like to help you begin that process. And I want to help put some money in your bank account. Now, this opportunity right here is not for you to make millions. It is for you to spark helping other people, and to spark cash flow coming into your life. I know all of us on this call, we have huge goals. We're here to make 100K days. We're here to have $1 million weeks. We're here to get big checks in the mail. So little money doesn't excite us anymore, right? However, I want to place this on the table for you to begin to create the energy around magnetic money. And here it is. I'm giving you the opportunity to earn 50% on any one of my magnetic money courses that you sell. We're going to open up for round 2 of magnetic money. And I'm going to train you and show you how to offer to your people, friends, family, social media, client lists, whoever you have, how to offer them to take magnetic money. When they say yes to it, they will order through your personal magnetic money link, and I'm going to pay you 50%. Now, here's the thing. Here's the extra bonus. All I want you to do, this is not a big, I want you to go become a millionaire off of selling magnetic money. I want you to focus all of your attention on me and magnetic money. Absolutely not. We've got houses to sell, bundles to sell, clients to get, courses to sell, books to write, right? So this is not an all-encompassing life thing. But what I want you to do is to set a goal to earn $1,000. $1,000. That's roughly 12 people. Right? Let me do the math on that. 12 times 147 is 1764 divided by 2 for 50%, 8820. Okay, so you need a little bit more. So we'll say 14 people. For you to get 14 people to say yes to the magnetic money course, I will pay you 50%. And if you reach $1,000 or more in sales, I will give you an additional $1,000. So if you get $1,000 in sales, I will give you back another $1,000. And so you made $2,000 off of the magnetic money course. This is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about it. I love it. Somebody said, oh, who's that? Vicky, you've got your goal already? Yes. 20 people sold. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. So on Monday, everybody, you are going to receive another worksheet. We're not going to start this yet. I know everybody's excited, like, where's the link? Okay. But on Monday, I'm going to give you another link that's going to show you how to sell my course. Because here's the thing. You cannot just be out in the streets selling the Shanel Cooper Sykes course any old kind of way. There's a strategy to it. There's something you have to say. There's a way to pique interest. There is a posture that you have to sell, that you have to have in selling my course. Okay? So you're going to get that training, and then all of you will receive an affiliate link. You will have a specially designated affiliate link, and I will teach you how to use your link. You can put it in your Instagram bio. I'll show you how to send out emails. I'll show you what to do. Now, I'm not only doing this for you to earn your $2,000 or for you to reach your goal. I'm also doing this because this is still a part of your sales training. If you pay attention, I'm going to show you how to sell a product online. And you can then take that and you can use the same formula to sell your own. You guys got it? Ha! So excited about this. So excited about this. So excited about this. Woo! So tomorrow, please stay very close to your email about this information. And those of you who are listening to the recording of this, maybe you are a part of someone who invited you to take the magnetic money course. This offer is here for you as well. Yes, this offer is here for you as well. Oh, by the way, everybody, are you listening? You have 7 days. 7 days to earn $1,000. 7 days to double your $1,000. 7 days is all you got. Remember, we close the cart. So 7 days. So you'll receive all of the information for this tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves started by downloading our money plan journals, getting in the Slack group, getting comfortable, taking tonight to just wrap your brain around everything that you You heard an experience. You guys need to have your money strategy in place when you come in the Slack group. What are you selling? How much does it cost? How many do you need? Who are you selling it to? And why? You need all of that in place. There is zero tolerance for confusion in the Slack group. If you don't know what you want to sell yet, do not get in the Slack group. If you are confused about if you want to sell the big bottle or the little bottle or make it green or make it blue or what the title of it is, you're not ready. And let me be very honest with all of you who may still be on that fence. None of that matters. What you call it, if you make it red or purple, how you feel about it, none of that. Choose, decide, make the decision, and then take some action. And along the way, if you don't like it, then change it down the line. But we have got to get in motion. Okay, got to get in motion. Stay very close to your emails, everybody, for access to Slack, access to your journal. Tomorrow for access to your affiliate link. But here's an assignment that I have for you tonight. Each and every one of you that is listening to me, listen now. I'm asking you to do this because this is a part of our sales strategy for magnetic money. Okay, I'm also giving you the opportunity to be able to sell through my platform. So if you are posting and you are commenting and you are letting your name and your link and all of that stuff be seen, and someone comes to a Shanel Cooper Sykes page, one of my Instagram page or Facebook, and they want to buy the course, they can click your link and you can get 50%. Okay, so we're going to start the communication process off. I'm going to make a post in about 10 minutes or so after this call. I want you to head over to Instagram. Head over to Instagram. And I want you to share your experience from this course. What are the top 2 things that you took away from this course? And then I want to know, what is your product? How much does it cost? How many are you going to sell, and by when and to who? You guys caught all of that? Yes? Yes, I want to see the fire. I want to know how you feel. I want to know the experience. I want your testimony. I want you to be seen on my page tonight. This is a part of our strategy. Intention and intention and intention. We are all in this together. We all go together. We are all creating money together. So let's make it happen. All right. I love you guys dearly. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm excited about your success, excited about your business, excited about your money. Let's make the next 60 days the most powerful 60 days of our entire life. I love you guys. I love you. I'll see you on Instagram in just a couple of moments. All right. God bless everybody. Have a fantastic night.